Hey y'all, welcome to Paige's Perspective, where I help you find your inner strength to cope with life. I have a few topics this episode that may be all over the place, but it'll hopefully make sense, I think. Just bear with me. So my word this year is authenticity, and that means I show up authentically everywhere I go. And sometimes authentic Paige is a bit all over the place, and that's okay. I still have a good message for y'all. So do you ever wake up in a bad mood? Or maybe your morning is just completely hectic and chaotic. Everyone is waking up late. You realize you're out of coffee. Your home is a disaster. Your kid's shirt that they need to wear that day is not clean or it's nowhere to be found. You're rushing out the door and just feel like throwing in the towel for the day. Yeah, me too. Been there, done that. However, I don't allow those moments to dictate my day. Right. So this is where we learn to pivot and take charge of what our day looks like ahead. Our mindset is so powerful. And if we say, all right, you know what, this day sucks. It's fucked. It's going to just suck the rest of the day from here on out. You're right. It is going to suck with that attitude. But if you shift from the morning issues and have a positive outlook, your entire day will change. It doesn't have to define your day. You woke up late? Okay, move on. Out of coffee? Get some at the office or Starbucks, or hell, challenge yourself to a day without caffeine. It's not that bad, I promise. Kid's shirt is dirty? Put some Febreze it, There are solutions to our problems, and when we begin to start solving our minor issues, it becomes simpler to handle the bigger issues. So let's say all of the chaos happens, and then you get a blowout on your way to work. All right, it's okay. It's okay. It's manageable. It's solvable. If you have to laugh, cry, do it. But remember, it isn't the end of the world and you will survive. This isn't a crisis. So there's an ice storm coming into North Texas this weekend and people are freaking out. Like everyone is asking all the extracurricular activity folks, is there a game, is the game canceled on Saturday? Bro, just be patient. They're going to let you know if it's canceled or not. It's not like you can make any other plans anyway if you're stuck inside. And also the stores are like packed and the shelves are empty. It blows my mind that people don't have enough toilet paper or eggs to last 2 days. Like guys, you're going to survive. I'm sure you have canned goods or something in your pantry that's going to work if you run out of food. But we get in this panic mode thinking we need a bunch of bullshit to survive. So I love to challenge our family during this time. It's always a possibility that electricity will go out with these storms. Cool. Let's make it an adventure. We have plenty of blankets. We have tons of firewood to keep us warm. I'm not going to complain to the electric company if it goes out because we're going to be fine. If I have to cook foil meals over the fire, I will. It's fun. Plus, if you really want to get down to the basics, we won't die if we don't eat for 2 days. I'm just saying. And many of us do have enough warmth to keep us safe if the power goes out for a day or two. So in my family, we try to make the best out of really crappy situations instead of panic when things go quote unquote wrong. I don't even like to say that they go wrong because they just go. They just are. These are just things that happen. These are things that are out of our control. Our mindset, though, that is in our control. We get to choose how we show up every day. We get to choose how we handle difficult situations. We get to choose how not to panic when an ice storm comes in. We get to choose the rest of our day whenever chaos comes into play. If we have kids, they are watching how we handle the small, everyday situations. They are learning how to manage those things by how we react. We panic, they're going to learn to panic when an ice storm comes. We completely lose our mind anytime our mornings are chaotic. They're going to learn that waking up late or missing coffee and having a dirty shirt are all these big things that are going to ruin your day. But if you look at the big picture, these things, as long as they aren't, like an everyday pattern, aren't that big. A lot of us don't even realize why these moments feel so overwhelming though, right? Like it's not necessarily the coffee or the shirt or the mess. It's what your body is doing underneath the surface. So our nervous system is meant to scan for safety, and it's constantly scanning for safety. So when 5 little things go wrong at once, your body reads it as danger. It feels like a bad morning. It feels like everything is falling apart. That's why your chest gets tight. That's why you feel like crying or snapping or giving up. It's because your body's trying to protect you from more stress. But here's the part we don't talk about enough is that your nervous system is not always telling the truth. It reacts to inconveniences like it's a crisis. It thinks you need to protect yourself from this stress, so you may feel super overwhelmed and allow it to dictate the rest of your day. It uses old survival wiring in a world that just doesn't actually require you to fight for your life every morning or when these small inconveniences happen. So when you act like everything is fine, you're not pretending. I'm not telling you to fake it, but you're correcting that alarm and you're reminding your body that, hey, I'm safe. I can handle this. Nothing is actually wrong. This isn't a big problem. And when you choose that perspective, your body follows your lead, and it takes practice to let go of the little things and not allow them to take over your day. You have to rewire your brain, and that happens with new habits and new thought patterns. So every crappy moment throughout your day is not a sign that you are failing or that your day is just over. Take those moments as challenges to shift your mindset into something meaningful or pivot. We love to say pivot around here. Compartmentalize. So many of us are wired to be all or nothing, black and white thinkers. But there are gray areas, and we are allowed to have a good and bad day. Many of us define our days by having one bad moment as a bad day, but what about the good in your day? They don't cancel each other out. They both matter, and they both just are. If you need to have a hard reset on your day because things just keep piling up, take a moment. Take a moment to breathe. Make a gratitude list. Go get a workout in. That is like the best thing you can do for yourself. Drink some water. Don't underestimate the power of water and breathing. Call a friend or send them an audio message. I'm all about audio messages these days. It's pretty freaking awesome. Go eat a banana, just do something that's good for you. And remember that the bird didn't shit on you. It just shit. Nothing is out to get you. Life doesn't work that way. Life is what we make it. Laugh. Some things are worth laughing about and not stressing over. No coffee? Laugh at yourself for not planning. It happens. Life is hard, and I get that, but it really doesn't have to be. We get the opportunity to make choices every single day, no matter what life throws at us. We don't have to stay stuck. We don't have to wait for things to change. We get to decide every day how we show up. We get to decide what is best for us and what we do to ensure we are living by what's best for us. It boils down to our values again. Every decision we make is best to be made by our values. This is empowering because the way we show up, we have control over. I know when we are in survival mode, it feels like we are completely out of control. Seriously, I hear you if that's where you're at. Survival mode is effing hard. But there comes a point where you get to decide if we want to stay there or not. We have the power to shift our mindset into who we want to be by taking action. We have a photo in the background of our podcast that says healing also means taking responsibility for the role you play in your own suffering. It's powerful. And I know some people don't like to hear that because we become comfortable in the discomfort because, again, it's familiar. Some of us are waiting for someone to save us, but only we can save ourselves by making changes every day that pulls us out of that rock bottom and out of that mindset that's keeping us stuck. We have the power. We get to show up even when it feels impossible. You are so much stronger than you think, and you will survive this, but why not thrive? Thriving takes some work on our part. It doesn't just happen for us. We play a part in how we show up. The hard work is way better than sitting in survival mode. Seriously. And I know that some of us may be scared to change because it may mean something different for our relationship. I get it. Trust me. But it isn't a place to stay. Becoming better for ourselves and our kids is way more important than fixing a relationship because remember, two people have to work in order for that relationship to work. And you can't wait forever to see if they will put in the work. So it's up to you to do it for you. I know this episode is probably a little all over the place. However, it all goes together somehow. And I want listeners to leave just a little bit more motivated or inspired to take back their lives and really think of how, they show up every day. So I kind of have a challenge for you guys for the next 7 days. I want you to practice something. The moment that you catch yourself thinking, all right, this day is ruined, you restart it. Okay. And I'm not talking about restarting it tomorrow or Monday, because everyone loves a Monday restart. But guess what? If we're always restarting on Monday, then we're just doing the same thing over and over again without making changes. Make the change right then. Right then. Here's how you do it. You call it out. You say out loud what it is that you feel is ruining your life. Let's say that you're on a diet, okay? Or you're just you're trying to eat healthier and you're like, ooh, I ate a cookie. Oh my gosh. A lot of us would spiral out of control and continue eating poorly the rest of the day because we're like, what's the point? I already messed it up. No. You stop, you call out what you did, and then you do the best that you can with your next decision. You make a better decision next. Okay, we don't ruin the day based on one choice that we've made. And then you tell yourself, like, I'm safe. Like, let's say that your alarm is going off inside your head. Tell yourself you're safe. Like, this is inconvenient, but it's not dangerous. And then do a reset action. Drink your water, step outside, stretch, take some breaths, text someone you trust, laugh at yourself. These are the things where we don't take so seriously. Like, life is serious, but don't take it so seriously when it comes to the small things, because it all adds up over time when you look at them differently. So that's it. Give that part a shot. So just try the challenge. Let me know how it goes in the community. I do have a few housekeeping items. We have restocked our new red hoodies on our website and added a new beanie with our skull logo, and I freaking love them. I wear it just about every day. Our son wears it every day. He's gotten compliments at school on it. And we have almost 200 people enrolled in our program, Reclaiming You. And the people I have witnessed taking back their lives has been absolutely incredible. The process works. Confidence is being built. Trust within themselves is showing up. They know how to have boundaries and standards, and they have truly jumped in and trusted the process of the program. So if you're interested in the program we offer that was designed by us, two-fo couple, and a licensed therapist, head to reclaiming-u.com or twfo.com. You can get there from there as well. If it's not for you at the moment, totally cool. Remember, we have a free Facebook community for our listeners where you can connect with others and join in on member-led community calls that happens Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And now we have live yoga on Sunday evenings, which I'm so excited about because my vision of the community is coming to life. I didn't want just a space to vent, okay? I wanted a space for people to discuss what they're learning, how they're taking care of themselves, what boundaries they're setting, all the things that we talk about. And then I really wanted to dive into the self-care part with more live videos, with healthy, simple cooking demos, breath work, workout, self-care tips, things to make the space truly special for those who really want to grow. I can't do it alone though, so we depend on some awesome volunteers to help with this. We have a few things in the works there this year, so I just can't wait to see what this year brings and what it has in store for TUFO and for the listeners trying to navigate this life. I know it's challenging, but we're all here for you. You're not alone, and we're going to love you no matter where you are on this journey. So that's all I have for this week. Until next time, I'm Paige. Bye.